and watch the birds.
Yeah.
So at least she can sit and watch the birdies now. So that
Hey,
kind
cat
of
TV is the best.
cat TV is the best. And it's from the safety of the inside, so she can't get the birdies, you know, she can't go out and eat the
Yep.
birdies. Kitty,
Yep.
you know, no eating the birds. Sorry, you
Yeah.
know. That just does
Yeah.
not happen at our house. My sister's
Yeah.
house, that's another story. Sure, her cat is quite the hunter.
Yeah.
One of hers, she's got two, and they both bring her presents all the time. And it's like, no, I'm good. I don't need the
Yep.
presents.
Yep. Yeah, when I had cats, I had a hunter.
Yeah, my cats have all been indoor kitties for the last quite a few years. Since I got married, my kitties have always, well, now I'm divorced, but since I got married, my kitties all became indoor kitties. I lost a
Yeah.
cat to one of my first. I lost my first calico cat to cancer, skin cancer.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, because she had white ears, and
Yeah.
so she got skin cancer on her ears, and that kind of devastated me. So it's like, nah,
Yeah.
we're gonna keep her. Ever since then, I've always had just indoor kitties.
Yeah.
That, and it's safer for the birds. Let's face it.
Yep. Indoor kitties live longer anyway.
They do. They do. They do. I mean, I've had one that lived to be 18.
I
You
have
just-
seen a cat that was 25.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, Abby's 13 now.
Yep.
She's not a youngin' anymore. She's 13.
Yep.
I'll have had her 13 years this October. And they figured she was about a year of age when I found her. So she's about
Yeah.
she's roughly 13 years old now.
Yeah.
Boy, my ex-husband was ticked when I brought her home. I'd lost a cat earlier in the year,
Mm-hmm.
to kidney failure, and she was the spitting image of Abby. Her name was Maisie, and I'd had Maisie since before I'd gotten married and whatnot. And
Yeah.
Abby was a stray in the neighborhood, and
Yeah.
the neighbors down the street, who oddly enough still live there, she would feed the stray cats. And Abby was one of the kitties that just got dumped at the park over by our house. That it was not uncommon for people to just dump their cats there.
Right.
And so they'd been feeding.
Ryder says one of her dogs brought her a bat for a present.
My mom's Bengal kitty brought her 2 bats and a snake once.
Oh my
One
goodness.
bat was still alive, the other one was dead.
Oh my.
Yeah. Yeah, she let it loose in the closet. It flew around the closet.
Ooh. Oh my.
Yep. But anyways, Abby was. I'd take my son to school, and I'd see Abby like huddled on the blacktop because this was like October time period. It was cold,
Right.
and I kept seeing her like huddled on the blacktop to get warm. And it broke my heart every flipping time I seen it. I just couldn't take it. I had this feeling that if I didn't take this cat in, I was going to wake up one morning and she was going to be splatted on the road. And because I live, because it was a busy area.
Yeah.
And so I went down the street. I watched her for about a week, and I'm like, I got to get this cat. I have to get this cat. And so I walked down the street and talked to my neighbors. I'm like, hey, you guys feed this little calico kitty that keeps coming in here, don't you? And they're like, oh yeah, she comes in the garage every night, and then we let her out every morning. I'm like, I says, is she friendly? I'm like, oh yeah, she's real friendly. I'm like, well, when you guys catch her, will you bring her down to me because I want to adopt her? And they're
Aw.
like, gladly, we'll bring her in. And so they brought her to me that night. They caught her, brought her to me, and she's been here ever since.
Right.
I took her to the vet, and the vet said, I had her separated from my other 2 cats at the time, because I had Ruffles and I had Little Bit at that time.
Uh-huh.
And Ruffles was a big orange kitty who weighed about 30 pounds. Big boy. And him and Abby were like best buddies from almost day one. I kept Abby separated from everybody